Hey guys and gals, it's that time of year again. Another year has passed, and in this year I was able to review a whopping 13 reviews. Yes, I know, the previous 2 years I was able to review many more games. To all my new subscribers, this is because for the past year and a half I've been at university, which has, as you can see, severely declined the rate of reviews I'm able to put out. So that's the case. Alright, let's get to the video. It's time for FreQuenczy's Top 10 Best Reviewed Games of 2011. Now we must go over the rules. Number 1, multiple games of the same franchise and style cannot be put into the list. Number 2, the overall fun factor I received is the basis for this countdown, not necessarily if a game is overall better in general than another. Every year I get multiple complaints about my list, which is to be expected, so that's okay, but I feel that some complaints are from people who don't fully understand why I put certain games in a certain spot than others. Like for example, last year in my top 10 best list, I put Super Mario Galaxy 2 at the number 4 spot and put Sonic Adventure 2 Battle at the number 3 spot. I'm not saying SA2 Battle is better in general than Galaxy 2, I actually believe Galaxy 2 is better than SA2 Battle. All I'm saying is that I had more fun with SA2 Battle, and that's what every top 10 list of mine has been, including this one. Okay, so now that we've covered the rules, let's get on with the countdown. Here we go! Number 10! Tornado Outbreak. Ever wanted to be a tornado and destroy virtually everything in your path? Well, now you can! Tornado Outbreak had you going through multiple areas and try to, within a time limit, destroy just about everything you could find. I will say I think the developers could have been a little more generous with the time limit because it seemed like you had to be spot on with the destruction path you chose, but other than that, it's an addicting game and it'll blow you away. Huh? Not really, but it's still good. Number 9! Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Developed by Sonic Team, Billy Hatcher slowed down the pace from Sonic's speedy platforming to a slower yet intriguing and somewhat weird puzzle platformer. This game can get frustrating, but it is still fun. You'll use the eggs to battle enemies, solve puzzles, and gain upgrades. The multiplayer is pretty fun as well. Granted, it's not the best game Sonic Team has put out, but who wouldn't want to push around giant eggs to smush giant freaky smiling cat bat crow things? Number 8! Super Monkey Ball. Now speaking of odd, Super Monkey Ball was originally an arcade game and was later ported to consoles. I've never played the arcade version, but I do know that the console version is a very fun and sometimes extremely frustrating puzzle platformer. The point is to guide the monkey in a ball along a path while collecting bananas and finding the goal at the end of the level. An additional bonus was that the multiplayer games were more fun than I expected. If you don't have patience, this game is probably not for you, because it can take some serious skill to complete some of these levels in this game that you'll just go bananas for. Number 7! Spyborgs. This was a fun, yet at times very difficult game. So difficult, we had to play it on the lowest difficulty setting, and that's out of 5 difficulty choices. It's okay though, the addictive co-opness kept us going. Spyborgs has you and a friend, or computer, battling your way through many levels as cyborg warriors. Each character has his or her own unique attacks, and working together to pull off powerful team attacks added to the enjoyment. Yes, the game does become a bit static and dull and monotonous due to the lack of enemies and lack of new attacks for each character, but it's still good co-op beat-em-up fun. Number 6! Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Now, if you want to have some fun with a 4-player co-op, you'll probably go for a different game as your first choice. However, if you actually do give this game a shot, I think you might be surprised. Yes, the game can become so frustrating, but I kept wanting to play more and more. With many characters to choose from, lots of levels with plenty of enemies for each person, a good assortment of special items and attacks, and boss battles that can be a real challenge, Gauntlet Dark Legacy is a game all 4 of you will have fun with for hours, as well as becoming extremely frustrated with it. Stupid physics. Number 5! Starfox Assault. Now, some people had mixed feelings and or straight up just didn't like Starfox Adventures because of the switch from blasting enemies in your R-Wing to roaming around on a broken planet with a really annoying sidekick other than Slippy. But anyway, Starfox Assault brought back the action in more ways than one. As well as dogfights in the Sea of Stars, you will also play as Fox on land in a third-person shooter view and as Fox in a third-person tank view. In my opinion, the R-Wing stages are the best. Running and blasting enemies on the ground was pretty fun, but I didn't really like the tank part of the levels. The controls felt too stiff, and I didn't really like aiming all that much with the cannon. It's okay though, since the game makes up for it with the other types of combat. If you are disappointed with Star Fox Adventures and wanted something closer to Star Fox 64, I recommend you pick this game up. Number 4! Okami. Oh boy, I know I'm gonna get some hate for this, but please understand, I'm not saying this game is necessarily better than the next 3 games on my list. I'm only saying I had more fun with the next 3 games on the list than Okami. This is a great game. It's very Zelda-y with its structure and gameplay. It has a large, beautiful world to explore, lots of items to collect, side quests to complete, yet, to me at least, is unique in its own way. The brush techniques are clever and fun to pull off, and makes it seem like you are really a part of the game in a way. If you like Zelda games, then I'm pretty sure you'll like Okami as well. Number 3! Dead Space Extraction. I've never played any other Dead Space game, but I can tell you that Dead Space Extraction is a creepy, fun co-op first-person shooter. The game isn't necessarily scary, but more suspenseful. Granted, you will probably get a few adrenaline shots here and there. There is a trade-off when playing co-op though. The reticle for the game is quite large, and so having 2 on screen can decrease your controlled viewing window by quite a bit. Another problem was that if you don't have the best weapon and or weapons when fighting a boss, it could be a real pain, so make sure you're going in with a good variety of weaponry. Still, this is a great creepy shooter and can be great fun when playing with a friend. Number 2! Sonic Colors. This is probably another shocker to many, seeing how this was the only game to receive an Epic title this year, but remember rule number 2. This is a fantastic game. Sonic Team listened to the people and gave them what they wanted. A game full of daytime Sonic Unleashed levels, and boy are they fun. Now for years, it seems like Sonic Team loves to put in some kind of gimmick for Sonic, and Colors is no exception. However, a key factor to note is that this gimmick actually works for Sonic. In the game, you will find aliens which will give Sonic temporary special powers which all work very well, and one of the features of each of them is, if you don't want a special temporary power and just want to run to the end of the stage, you can do that most of the time. The game doesn't cram the special powers down your throat, although since they're all fun to do, I didn't really have a problem using them when they were required. If you like Sonic Unleashed but wish there were more daytime levels, then you really should play Sonic Colors. It is an awesome, speedy game. Alright, we've reached number 1, but before we go on, let's recap. Number 10, Tornado Outbreak. Number 9, Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Number 8, Super Monkey Ball. Number 7, Spyborgs. Number 6, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Number 5, Starfox Assault. Number 4, Okami. Number 3, Dead Space Extraction. Number 2, Sonic Colors. And now it's time for number 1, Trauma Team. Now please note, this is probably not a game for everyone. This game isn't like Mario where anyone can just pick up and play and enjoy it. You kind of have to have an acquired taste, sort of, for this game. I enjoy this game a lot. You play as 6 different characters, each specializing in their own medical field, and you will help patients, save lives, and uncover mysteries in a story that intertwines with all 6 characters. The game is actually pretty lengthy too, and the 6 different game modes you play are similar, yet different enough from each other to give the game quite a bit of variety, especially when you're playing diagnostics and forensics. The other 4 modes are surgery, first response, endoscopy, and orthopedics. Diagnostics was actually my favorite. It was like solving a big puzzle, and the way to solve each puzzle was a bit different for each one. Endoscopy was my least favorite. The levels got boring, it was almost the same thing each time, the controls were weird to work with, but just about everything else about the game made up for it. The length, variety, story, especially the story, gameplay, and overall fun factor of the game just pulled me in and made it very, very fun for me, and that's why it's number 1 on the list. While I hope you enjoyed this video, I would once again like to say thank you to my family and all my subscribers. Thank you all! I've had another fun year of reviewing Wii and GameCube games, even though I know the total count of reviews was substantially lower than in the previous years, but I will try my best to review as many as I can afford to, and I hope we all have a happy new year. See you in 2012!